Microsoft, or MSFT, has 4 stars of liquidity according to Tastyworks and a strong positive correlation to the SPY, along with a IV rank that is in the mid-30s. Today's cherry bomb trade is a long call vertical, which is a bullish play with defined risk. It gives us close to a 50% probability of profit with a better than 60% probability of making 50% of that credit. So if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. We're going to build out, analyze, and place this trade in our simulated trading portfolio. Hi everybody, Neil here again with Option Theory. Welcome back if you are returning, and if you are new here, thanks so much for joining and clicking on this video. So what we're looking to do today is put on what you see on the screen here. You see Microsoft, and we already see that our break even is right here. We see our probability cone here, and yeah, it's not the best probabilities in the world, as we discussed in our little intro there, right? So why don't we hop right in? And of course, we are simulated trading today. And I should also mention that if you're new, down in the description below, you'll find a link over to Tasty Trade's email sign-up page. These trades that we put on into our simulated trading portfolio come from them, and we analyze them, look at alternatives. That's what we do here. We test our theories of investing to see how profitable we can be without the risk of losing our real money, but treat it like it's real money. All right, everybody. So let's move on to building the trade. So over here inside of ThinkOrSwim, we're going to be clicking on the Analyze tab, or you can mouse over it and then click on Add Simulated Trade. We're going to type in MSFT and tickers into this box right here, and then we're headed over to the options chain. So if yours is closed, which I don't think it will be, but if it is, you can twirl it open. We're going to be in the August weeklies, August 28th, with 42 days of expiration, right? Or till expiration. We're going to be on the call side over here, and we're looking at the 200 strike call. You can right click anywhere on the bid and ask and choose Analyze, Buy, and choose Vertical, which it's always so finicky. So hit Vertical. It's going to build you something down here. You know it's green, so you know you're going to be paying something. It's a debit. In this case, your strikes might be off. You want to be +1. If you're going to do one contract, that's what we have our default set here in this platform to be one contract, and 200 strike for the long leg, and then the 205 strike for the short leg. That defines our risk and means we pay a $255 price tag, and that's the most that we can lose. And is that all you can lose? Absolutely. I should point out, here's a long vertical. I don't remember what it's called. Hang on a second. It's a long put vertical. We thought Apple would come down, and it has done anything but that. So, but the good news is, you know, hey, what you put in, what you paid for it is all you can lose, right? So, with that said, we always understand our risk going into something. So, let's head over to this risk profile, because we're going to move now into the analyze and possible alternatives for this trade. All right. So you can see here, my setup may not look like yours, so make sure that your date here is set to expiration. How do you know the expiration? There's a couple places, right? You can see it here, August 28th, although it's showing you August 29th here. So you can come up to this calendar and make sure you're in the month of August and choose the 29th or the 28th. It doesn't really make that much of a change. It's up to you. All right, and then you can see this price slice is set directly where this, at expiration, where this turquoise line meets the $0. That's your break even. To get that set exactly for you, click on these 3 dots or the bullet menu or whatever they call that. Go to set slices to break even and choose your expiration. And then what I also like to do is set the slices to chart. And that's how I was able to get this red line. So I like to think of long spreads like this, long verticals, as like setting up a tripwire, right? Now, nothing magic happens other than you begin to profit. It's not like it's a binary option, right? So in this case, once it goes over this line, you begin profiting, okay? So we try to set it so that it's close to 50 or better than 50 that we can get it. We like to trade with a better than 50% probability of profit, although you have to see this one here. Our probabilities are slightly against us for profiting. But if you check out the email that you get from Tasty Trade, you'll see that the P50, the chance of us collecting 50% of this credit, which would be $125, is better than 60%. So with that, this is definitely one of those things where if we're talking about all our alternatives, right, you could say, all right, well, do I even want to put this trade on? And remember, an alternative always is you don't have to put this trade on. But because this is simulated trading and I want to see how this works out, it is a defined risk trade, so there's not much management that you're likely to do with this. So what could you do if you were bullish on Microsoft? Oh, by the way, earnings are coming up too. So that could mean, big moves, and it's coming up next Tuesday, I believe. So you could turn this into one iron condor if you think this is going to be, something that's going to stay in a range. But with a IV rank in the 30s, I'm expecting it to go up as we get even closer to the earnings date. All right, everybody. So that's I don't really have any alternatives for you on this one, but that's that. So I'm going to right click this, as I sometimes forget to do, choose confirm and send. And you're going to see here our max profit is 245. Our max loss, we're going to seek to manage this when it gets to half of that, right? And then I'm going to hit send, and that's going to put that over in my working orders. And that is what we do here. All right, everybody, thanks so much for joining us. And if you like this, which I hope I earned your like, would you consider hitting that like button? And if you want to do this with us frequently, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You'll be notified when the videos are released, and you can become part of our Cherry Bomber Bomb Squad. All right, everybody, happy trading, and I look forward to seeing you in a portfolio recap next week.